I'm Tracy with Legacy Woodworking Machinery, and this is the first in a series of videos where I'm going to build some cabinets for my office. If you look at this wall behind me, it's pretty boring. There's nothing. I could go grab a plant and some books and throw some things up there to make it look like a studio, but rather than do that, I'd rather build a cabinet that will give me a lot of organization and look far better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and show you exactly how we'll do this. Now I'm using Sketchup with the Cabinet Sense extension. So I reached out to Michael Samarza of West Oak Studios. He teaches a full course on cabinet building, including the software, as well as setups, installation, the cabinet type. So if you're a brand new cabinet maker just getting started, it's a fabulous way to kickstart your business and get you going full blast right away. If you're a seasoned cabinet maker, but you want to learn how to present, how to program and things like that, then this is the contact, Michael Samarza. You can go to his website. It's westoakstudios.com. And that's, again, westoakstudios.com. All right. Once you're there, you can actually schedule a demonstration. You can schedule some time for tutoring, or you can schedule an entire course that he can teach you, starting with the very basics. So I reached out to him on this one, and I said, okay, I want to build these cabinets, and I needed a little bit of help. So this is where we go. Now, in here, I'm going to say, okay, this is the wall. I could have drawn the entire wall, or all four walls, rather, with the doorway and everything else, but I want to keep it simple. So this is the back wall right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a detached toe kick. And I learned this again from Michael Samarza. I've used it several times, and it is fabulous. It is just awesome. If you look at it underneath here, you can see that it doesn't go all the way to the floor. It's attached to the wall, and this is set up on a level across here, and then we use a laser level to split the beam across here and make sure that these platforms are perfectly level and flat. Once you've got that, then you can start the rest of the assembly. So this one right here is two boxes that we're going to put on here. They go right onto the floor. There's no toe kick, and you can see that we're going to move the electrical so that I can put my computers and equipment inside here, and they'll all be hidden away when I'm finished with it. Okay, so once we have that in place and locked down, then we're going to, let me just turn this around. You can see those little spacers right here. Those are going to be used so that when we put these next boxes on, we're going to have a pilaster that goes, or a spacer that goes across here that'll fill that gap. What we did here is we took and built the box. Now these are just melamine, okay, and so they're simple white melamine, so the insides are going to be very clean and very light. I like that. But when we close it up, it's not going to be white at all. I don't want it to look like a garage. I want it to look like a beautiful built-in cabinet. So we're going to build these skins, or these sides, and we're also going to turn this rounded corner piece. Now I'm going to do that on the Legacy CNC because it has the optional turning center that I can build this brick molding very, very quickly, and I can also do the moldings and some carvings or anything else I want to put onto here. So we attach these sides with that corner piece to the box when we go to set it in. We haven't locked anything down at this point. We're just setting them in place, and we're going to put the this is the pencil drawer that's going to go here, and then on top of that, of course, we're going to put the counter. And I'm not sure what material I'm going to use for that at this point. It could be granite, it could be corian or solid surface material. It might be wood. I don't know. As we go through this, I'll be programming this in a video and cutting, and then I'll be building them, and then I'll be installing and finishing. So there'll be several videos that'll take you through this step by step to complete this project. So you want to make sure that you subscribe and click the little notification button, the bell, so every time we do a video, you'll be notified and you can see this go through its sequence. All right. We're going to put these little spacer blocks on here. I don't even know what to call these, but I just call them spacer blocks because I needed some space below these boxes because the bottom was going to be a drawer, and I don't want that drawer running along the top. So we're going to leave a little space right there. That's what that's for. Now this is interesting. This is the shelf that's going to go in here, and you notice that there's a side piece here and here. I'll actually attach those side pieces to this from the outside, so you won't see any screws inside the shelves, right? And then we're going to insert or slide this whole piece in, and then I can attach this whole thing inside here because this is going to be inside the cabinet. It'll be closed up. So that's how we'll assemble this. And again, I haven't locked anything down at this point, just kind of setting them into place. And then I'm going to put these side pieces on here. We're going to drop these boxes on. They go onto the toe kicks, so they'll all be perfectly flat and level, of course. And then I'm going to set these adjustable shelves. On this side, I have a wardrobe on one side and adjustable shelves on the other. I haven't put the hanger in here, the hanging rod, but I'll put that in a little bit later. Once we get this done, I'm going to put these top boxes on. And, you know, I think I'm going to add adjustable shelves in here. I won't necessarily use them, but if I build them in, then I'll have the option of either putting them in or taking them out if I don't want them. But if I don't design it with those in, then of course I won't be able to put them in. So we will design them there. We'll cut it, because this program, once I generate all the toolpaths, it'll actually drill all the holes for the hinges, for the adjustable shelves, for everything. 100% will be done on the CNC on one side of the part. It's you don't have to do the opposite side. Everything, qualified tenons, mortises, everything is done on the CNC in one side rather. Okay, now once we get here, we've got this toe kick down here, but it looks ugly, so we're going to put some molding on here. And this molding is interesting because we're going to use router bits to actually cut the molding on the CNC. It's very fast, a couple of cuts, and then we'll miter them and put those in. But the corner piece here is using the same exact router bits, but we're doing it between centers, so we're turning it. We'll turn all four corners at one time, and then we'll attach, join this up so the molding comes around here and just wraps around the corner and goes back. It's a beautiful effect, and it'll match the radiused brick molding pieces that we're doing in here. All right, so once we get those in place, then we're going to go up to the top, and we want to clean that up. So we're going to add some crown up here. And your choice. You can buy crown or you can build the crown on the CNC, whatever you want to do. But once we have the crown in, we're going to put the drawers in. And keep in mind that the CNC is going to machine the holes to put the glides in. And so we put so everything will be lined up perfectly and attached. We just put the cabinets in. Now we decided to when we put the drawers in, we're not going to use a system drawer. We're going to use regular drawers that we're going to build. Okay, your choice. You can use system drawers. They're clean, they're easy, they're fast, but they're not wood. All right, only the bottoms and the backs. But these typical drawers, we'll use the glides for these. They'll be soft close and everything else. Really nice systems. But we can use dovetails, through dovetails, finger joints. We can do isolock joints. We can do anything that we want on these boxes. And we'll do that on the CNC because we have the vertical table that allows us to do all the joinery work on this. Most CNCs only work on the top, so you have to do half-blind dovetails from the top, which works, and you can do that on this system as well, but you're limited. With the legacy CNC, it's the only one that has the turning center, so you can do all the turnings. It has the vertical for all the joinery, and it has the tables that can clamp parts like the moldings or do the sheet processing as well. Everything's possible. So once we have the drawers in, then we're going to put the fronts on, the drawer fronts, and put the doors on here. And then we can, of course, take a look at it. So this is going up against the wall, and we know the wall is not going to be perfectly plumb and straight. So this pilaster right here on the ends is actually cut slightly wider, and we scribe that, so when we put it in, it matches the wall perfectly. And another trick I learned from Michael, his installs are perfect. You don't put any quarter bead or anything like that, really tacky. This is very professional and beautiful when it's finished. Also notice that the color I have here, this is a color from Sherwin-Williams. It's called Urbane Bronze, and I went on there and got the exact numbers, the code for it, and I put it right in here. So this is exactly what it's going to look like when I'm all done. I'll probably paint this back wall with the same, so it won't be white, or maybe not, but I'm going to put a monitor in here, so it doesn't really matter. Underneath here, I told you the computer was going to go in there, so I can open that up. Of course, it wouldn't swing into the cabinet here. It would close right. It would stop here. But there, I've got the power. I'm going to put my computer in here. I'm actually going to add a fan in here, and we're going to put ventilation, so it's going to draw air through this box so we don't build up too much heat. And then we can vent that up through the carcass, and you can see the whole thing. If you want to open up, the doors, this is the shell side. This is going to be the wardrobe side on this. I don't have the hanger in here, but I'll put that in. Okay, so we're going to put this all together, and again, I mentioned that we're going to vent up through here. You notice that we've got space up here that we can vent the air up through, and so that'll keep my computer cool in here when it's all done, and that'll complete it, and we've got it all finished off. So watch for again, subscribe and click the notification, because when we do the next series, or the next video in this series, we'll show you how to program this. Now we've got it designed, how to program it, and then take that on the machines and cut the components. And then, of course, we'll show building the boxes in the next video, and then doing the installation and the finish work, putting all the doors and drawers on, putting the crown on, and finishing this all off. You'll get to see the entire project step by step. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.